In 1994, 17-year-old Keith Green sat on a South Side L train alone with a burden no teenager should bear. He had just been diagnosed with HIV. In an era of limited medicine and high stigma, that train ride felt like a journey toward an early end. For 8 years, Keith lived in the shadows of silence. By 2002, that silence became a crisis. With a T-cell count of 30 and 6 months to live, he made a final pact with God. If he survived, he would spend every day ensuring no one else would have to walk that path alone. Dr. Green didn't just survive, he soared, transforming a moment of profound uncertainty into a life of scholarship and service. A Ronald E. McNair Scholar, he earned his master's from the University of Wisconsin-Madison and his PhD from the University of Chicago, emerging as a premier educator and advocate. From the director's chair at the AIDS Foundation of Chicago to his current role as executive director of the Chicago Black Gay Men's Caucus, Keith has transformed grassroots activism into a blueprint for health equity. Whether co-chairing the Methamphetamine Task Force or performing as an award-winning spoken word artist, his work is a testament to the power of edutainment. A 2012 Chicago LGBT Hall of Fame inductee, Dr. Green shows us that an HIV diagnosis can be a beginning, not an ending, one that gives rise to purpose, impact, and possibility. And he reminds us that thriving starts with the choice to believe in our own destiny.
My name is Dr. Keith Green, and living my truth is the only way I know how to live.
Wow. That's Kiki Wyatt screaming. She told me she was going to do that. Good evening, everybody. First, I want to thank Better Brothers Los Angeles for this incredible honor. I want to thank Rendevin Pierre, Head of External Affairs at ViiV Healthcare, for this acknowledgement. He was the one who reached out to let me know that this was happening, and I knew almost immediately that this moment couldn't just be about me, as wonderful as I am. This moment belongs to the many incredible people who have helped to shape me. The people whose guidance and sometimes tough love reminded me of my purpose and my gifts. My first allies, even if they didn't know that that's what they were at the time. My parents, my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousins, teachers, my dogs, Mandela and Malcolm Jamal, who allowed me to be here tonight. Thank you. Jeff Barry, yes, give it up for Mandela and Malcolm Jamal, please. Jeff Barry, who gave me my first job in HIV. Charles Clifton, my first executive director, who insisted that my time be protected so that I could pursue education, a commitment that continued even after his passing. Phil Wilson, a legend and my personal hero who's in this room tonight, whose example reminds me that advocacy requires both unwavering courage and discipline, and who made sure that I kept working while I pursued education so I never had to wonder where my next meal would come from. Phil, thank you. I love you. And before I go any further, I just need to say thank you, God, for covering me, for carrying me, and for placing me in placing all of these people in my life exactly when I needed them. To Michael Henson, through whom I met Rendevin, a love of my life who was moved by my ability to live free and out loud, but burdened by so much stigma from family and from church that he could never fully live in his own truth. I love you, Michael, and you continue to inspire me to live more fully in my truth. Bayard Rustin understood something that still guides my life and my work today. Movements are not built by a single voice. They are built by communities who decide that the world as it is is not the world that we are willing to accept. I accept this award not as an individual achievement, but as a reflection of the community that makes my work possible. In Chicago, through the Chicago Black Gay Men's Caucus, we are building spaces. We are building spaces where Black, gay, bisexual, and same-gender loving men can access care, opportunity, healing, and leadership. I'm deeply grateful for the extraordinary staff and board who carry this work forward every day. And I want to honor the brothers back home who trust us with their stories, their struggles, and their dreams. This recognition belongs to them. And if there are any Black queer organizers in the room tonight, I want you to know, and I know there are, I've spoken to a couple of them, I want you to know that this recognition belongs to you too. Because yes, give them a round of applause. Because when Black gay men are invested in, something powerful happens. We don't just survive systems that were not built for us. We build new ones that are. Bayard Rustin helped move a nation forward from the margins. And tonight, I want to say clearly, Black queer people are not on the margins of history. We are the architects of its future. So I accept this award with deep gratitude and a profound sense of responsibility, because the work is not finished, the movement is not finished, and the future we are building together is one where Black queer people are not simply fighting to be seen. We are leading, we are shaping institutions, we are building communities where the next generation doesn't have to shrink their brilliance in order to belong. This is the future Bayard Rustin helped make possible. And that is the future we will continue to build together. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.